Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Kim and I have been a little remiss in our videos, and we apologize. We've been incredibly busy. I have an employee health fair I'm doing tomorrow, and getting set up for that, and then all our unexpected travels and everything have impacted us quite heavily. So I've been threatening to do more recipe videos, so here we go. So this is from Dr. Greger's How Not to Die cookbook. It is, grab your nuts, here's superfood breakfast bites. This is quite a nut-heavy, calorie-dense breakfast ball. You make about 24 little 1-inch balls, but they are packed full of calories, obviously, with the nuts. So I'm actually making a triple batch because I'm bringing these to the health fair tomorrow. So this is going to look exceedingly little lid. Huh. There it is. I knew I'd seen it around somewhere. So I don't use the food processor very much. Kim likes to. I always think it's kind of overkill, but this is one of the occasions where it's absolutely perfect for what I'm doing. So the regular recipe makes 24 1-inch balls, which is 4 to 6 servings depending on how piggy you're feeling. So like I say, I'm tripling the amount because I'm expecting a fair few people through tomorrow. So the regular recipe is 3/4 of a cup of pitted dates soaked in hot water for 20 minutes, 3/4 of a cup of raw walnuts, pecans or cashews, or you can combine them. We're going to go 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries, apricots, apple slices or other dried fruit. So we are going with raisins, and what else do I have in there? Oh, I know. Yes. So we'll do a combination of raisins, sour cherries, and dried blueberries. That's what we're going to use for this recipe. So in a food processor, combine drain dates and nuts and pulse until dates are finely ground and the dates are incorporated. Right. So I'm just going to pulse these nuts just down a little bit. I've only been soaking the dates for probably about 5-10 minutes, so I'll just do a little preliminary. This will be loud and I apologize. This is your chance to turn your volume down. So I've just got a large blade in there. This is a Breville food processor. Plenty of power, lots of different attachments. That's the large blade I'm using. I don't want to go too crazy, so I'm just going to do some measure out some other stuff. This is one of Kim's absolute favourites. She loves these, and they're great if you have a few prepared, just as a grab and go. And then this is my go-to medicine for when I have a gout flare. If I have been a naughty boy and gone off the wagon, like if I do sushi 2 or 3 days in a row, which I really don't do much anymore, I find the sour cherries are incredibly effective. I want to use all of those just in case. It's actually pretty close to 3/4 of a cup. A 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds. You definitely get your nuts and seeds with this recipe. You get your fruit as well. Sorry, the dogs just came in from their walk. You get your fruit as well. But these are calorie dense, which is a little different for us, just because of the amount of nuts and seeds in there. So you do want to go reasonably easy on them. I don't actually have a nutritional breakdown on it, but yeah, it's it's like having a power bar or a Lara bar, you know, same principle. Goji berries. 2 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 6. Two tablespoons of chia or hemp hearts. Organic hemp seed hearts. Omega-3s. Great protein source for you folks that are still crazy about protein, which you don't need to be. Two tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same amount, 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds. Remember, I'm tripling this recipe. Alrighty. And a 1 to 1.5 inch piece of vanilla bean, scraped, or a 1/4 teaspoon of extract. That's what Kim found, and this is fantastic. This ground Madagascan vanilla. 1 teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon, just about. Alright, that's about all the ingredients, so I'm just going to drain these dates. Once I put the dates in, I'm going to combine everything, make it into a nice pasty consistency, add everything else in, and we're just going to hand roll them. But before I hand roll them, I start pulling them out. See, I've been sticking stuff in my mouth. Even though I wash my hands first, I'll wash my hands again before I start hand molding stuff. We've had real good luck with the pitted dates that we buy. It takes a little bit of work, which is always nice. But you still always want to make sure that those really are pitted. I've had a couple of remnants of stones in some of them, but not very often. Okay. Oh yeah. I'll let you see what that looks like. So, kind of almost like a big cookie dough type thing. Alrighty. Alright. And you just add everything else in. Just try and even this up a little bit. Give me a bit more room to work. And this is why you need a powerful food processor. Just because this is such a very dense recipe. But the great thing about this recipe is, even though it's so calorie dense for us, relatively speaking, it's still very, very nutrient dense. How long have you been eating this recipe, Kim?
I don't know. 4 or 5 years? When it came out. I don't know when this book came out.
So that's how long Kim's been eating these and making them. Like so, it's one of her favourites. So just a little wax paper, and then when I'm making the balls, Kim's a lot better at the finesse stuff than I am, but that is basically it. So we're just going to keep rolling these, and I'll try not to eat too many myself, or have Kim eat too many. She's a lot more finesse when it comes to what?
I said hello.
Hello! What's on your shirt, Kim? Hello! So she's not chopping broccoli. You older folks will get that reference. But as you can see, she's a lot more enthusiastic about actually physically making the balls. She does a better job than I do. But, so yeah, just to recap everything. And there's no baking or cooking in any of this. 3/4 cup of pitted dates soaked for 20 minutes in hot water. 1/4 cup of raw walnuts, pecans, or cashews, or a combination. 3/4 cup of dried fruit. 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds. 2 tablespoons of goji berries. raw barberries, 2 tablespoons of chia or hemp hearts hulled, 2 tablespoons of ground flax seed, and then a 1 to a 1.5 inch piece of vanilla beans split and scraped, or a 1/4 teaspoon of extract, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and that's it.